case study, or story time. Hello and welcome to Story Time with Gores. I'll be reading out stories and dropping my point of view in regards to the story. Please enjoy. Anita has been overwhelmed with house chores. She has two kids and she is a 9 to 5, which is a shift job. She has also had a fair share of bad house help experiences, but she wanted to give it a try again. Hopefully, she will get lucky this time. She hired a new house help. Esther is not a novice in the house help job. Esther's, Esther is smart and friendly with her kids, and she could speak well. Anyton started to like her, so she buys stuff for her and treat her well. It was the festive season, and Annie became worried because she and Esther had an agreement that she would go to the village by December. Even though Annie was worried, Esther promised to come back the next year. Some weeks before she was to leave, Annie took her to the market and bought her and her mom fabrics, foodstuffs and undies a date when she was leaving. Annie gave her some money to make her hair. Her phone was bad, so Annie promised to replace it with a new one when she comes back. Esther left but always kept in touch with her madam and her family. Esther called her madam after not calling her not calling for 3 weeks. She said her phone went bad. They discussed about transport fare and Annie sent her 20k to come to Lagos from Calabar. She returned to her madam as promised and Annie also got her a new phone. Everything was going well as usual until after a month of her arrival, Esther started to misbehave. First, Annie would call her and she wouldn't respond. She started to steal and she get frequent calls. She also said she wanted to learn how to sew. Her madam said the training fee would be deducted from her salary, but she declined. One day, Annie was off duty, so she was at home. She slept, and when she woke up, she called Esther to run errand, but she didn't respond as usual. She entered her room in annoyance only to find an empty room. Esther ran away and stole her money, hair, and some of her children's clothes. Annie was devastated as she has served breakfast. She called Esther to ask her why she eloped. Esther said she wanted an increment in her salary. She said she wanted 50k. Her initial salary was 30k. Annie hung up in annoyance and deleted her number. Annie moved on and started to outsource more. After 8 months, Esther called her madam and started pleading that she was deceived by her boyfriend, that there was a better offer. She said she wanted to come back to continue working for Annie because she has realized a mistake. Now, the question is, should Annie accept Esther back or not? So on this story really got me. It got me somehow. It reminded me of something that happened years back. This is about let's say 15, 16 years ago. I had a similar experience where also a minder, we call them au pair then here, that we had for my first two children. We went to church and she suddenly packed her things and left. And this is someone that even just got in. I think the next day, she got in on a Saturday. And the next day, which was Sunday, we decided that we're going to go to church. We're going to leave her to, rest. And when we come back, we'll ask her questions, take her around more and all that. Before we go back from church, she packed things and left a note. Anyway, we thank God. The Then it was funny because I felt like, should I call the police? Or what if something happens to her? They will say she's with me because we picked her up from the airport and all that. But God so good, everything shall went well. Such people, I cannot take them back. For me, any actually relax too much. When I was reading it, I read some of the things I could do. Buying them gift, giving them things, cooking would just be as a we'll treat ourselves as a family. So that they sort of take it for granted. And when they want to hurt, they don't have this feeling something to remind them that this person actually treat them like a family, like a sister. So I knew she was going to get burnt. I actually thought she was going to take one of her children away, but she just left and packed things and left. Now she's left, and she now has the God to remember that God has touched her, that she's realized her mistake, and she wants to come back to a new person. She doesn't need to come back. That's it. Once she's realized her mistake, she can call to tell is it Esther or what? Which one is the name? That she's realized her mistake. She was deceived, and she can apologize and pray for the family. She will pray. She should pray for Annie's family to say, they will meet with favor. She doesn't mean it this way and all that. She does not need to come back. The same way, Annie should not even ask that, would you like to come back? She should know that even if Annie asks her to come back, Annie might want to get her arrested or set her up. So is it that she's coming back to come and act for a few weeks, then her so-called boyfriend that deceived her will teach her how to get some other money or get things from her or get her in trouble and start blackmailing her? Is that when Annie will realize that she's been fooled? Esther does not need to take, Annie does not need to take Esther back. Esther has gone by herself. She's gone for good. No need to even call police. That's all. Thank you for letting me know, but no thanks. We have some more here. And please don't let me see around my house so I don't get suspicious and I would not, so that I won't call the police. That's all. So Esther is not, she hasn't changed. That's my own point of view. She hasn't changed. She's still, if she's given a chance, she's going to do what she did over and over again. And the next one she's going to do, she will top it up massively. And she will be demanding for ransom. She might take one of her child and start demanding for ransom. Because there's no how you can be 100% right. She will look for something she's done wrong, which she can record or use it against her. There will be. So there's no need for her to come back. We have learned. And I hope everyone who will listen to this would have learned as well. Please let me know in the comment section below, what would you have done? Do you think Annie should take Esther back? Do you think Esther has an ulterior motive to want to come back to Annie and her children? Let me see. Let's read two or three feedback, people's comments. Let's see what people think about this. I'll place it on the screen, and you can pause and read as well. I'll read them out as well. So this first person said, God knows I would tell her to come back and then arrest her. If she knows that it is good for her, she should just go like that. Some househelp pretend a lot at first. After they collect salaries, they disappear. It's better to just let her go like that. Another person says, this person you invite into your home and treat them as family decide to pay you with evil. Let them go. You can forgive someone and still restrict access. Sorry you got deceived, but no be my house you go. Come they do, return of the Wicked House Help Part 2. Exactly. I like that, the second comment. You can restrict access so that they don't come back with their agbotofeni agbára ló lọ mú wá.
So this one says, anyone on a more serious note, I personally do not think any should let Esther come back for now. What it is a sub-story. Who can authenticate that? Some mistakes are costly and Esther should learn a lesson. As for me and me, with my kind heart, a couple with real life experience, I would love her from afar. I can mentor or support her to be a better person in life, but only from afar. I have my kids and self to protect. Any can get a temporary help that comes and go while she makes arrangement for a more permanent solution.
Esther is not a write-off, but there are consequences for action. Where do we draw our professional and sentimental boundaries? Don't know. That's it, guys. Let me know in the comment section below what you feel about this story. Do you think Annie should take Esther back? Or do you have a story similar to this? Let me know. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and comment. Bye.